Undoubtedly being hampered by some of those injuries, but you have to admire his strength and mental fortitude to continue on.
Kieliszkowski put down a 35.95. Can Litsi's beat that time? He's going to have to hustle. He's going to miss the time, but where will this put him? 38.95, exactly 3 seconds back of the leader. So that puts Litsi's, the American, into 4th place here at the bus pull. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all things considered. And look at the look of determination and focus on his face. There's one thing you can say about Litsi's. He brings everything he has every single time.
And now it's Hafthor Bjornsson of Iceland leading the finalists after 3 events. Some are saying this is his year. He's had 6 podium finishes in the World's Strongest Man final with no wins.
Hafthor's looked as good as I've seen him throughout this competition. Been more focused, not doing as much TV stuff, not making as many appearances, but focusing on the sport. He's got the mass, he's got the strength. Does he have the endurance to take over this event with the final and the championship that's been elusive on the line?
He won the Arnold Strongman Classic for the first time back in March, and Europe's Strongest Man in April for the 4th time. His time to beat in the bus pull is 35.95.
Powerful and compact, looking really good here.
Can he get there? Can he win the bus pull? Not quite. 1/10 of a second off. He will settle for second in the bus pull in 36.05 seconds.
Hafthor was so explosive, it almost looks like he's jogging. Those tree trunks of legs making that 62,000-pound bus seem like it was nothing. Really impressive by the Icelandic Giant.
So Mariusz Pudzianowski of Poland wins it in a time of 35.95 seconds. Awfully impressive. Pudzianowski with a huge event win here. Hafthor Bjornsson right behind him in second, pulling the bus in 36.05. Belshuk of Slovenia in third, just 0.01 seconds ahead of Brian Shaw, who wound up in 4th. Bjornsson remains on top with a 4.5-point lead over the rest of the finalists. The young competitor, Pudzianowski of Poland, tied for second with Brian Shaw. Here's Jenny Dell.
Coming up next, the loading race. With 75 seconds on the clock, our strongmen will attempt to pick up these objects and place it on a platform. But with the objects varying in weight from 230 to 330 pounds, that will be no easy feat. The athlete to complete the task in the quickest amount of time could move on to be closer to the title of the Tachi Palace World's Strongest Man. Event 5, after the break.
Welcome back to the University of the Philippines, Diliman, where the remaining athletes will take on the 5th event of the final, the loading race.
Well, Brent, we're getting all fancy this year in this traditional and classic event as the athletes must channel their inner Popeye and carry a 230-pound anchor across the line and then load 4 other cartoonish-sized objects onto platforms 10 meters away.
3 athletes have already competed. JF Caron of Canada, the current leader, completing all 5 objects in a time of 40.61. Robert Ober's second, Konstantin Janashia in third. 6 athletes remain. The South African, Johan Els, who is in 9th after 4 events.
Representing the United States, Martins Litsi's.
Martins Litsi's, the United States, seeking his first podium finish in his 3rd appearance. Rebecca Rowley, his girlfriend, looks on. And she's been a huge help for him here at the World's Strongest Man. They begin with the 230-pound anchor, and Johan Els blasts out of the gate into the lead as they hit the anvil, which is 275 pounds.
Litsi's with a slight limp and really struggling with the 275-pound anvil. He drops it. That's going to be a very difficult piece of ground for him to make up because Els looks fantastic.
He looks awesome. 265-pound keg is up. Now to the sack, which is the heaviest object. At 330 pounds, no problem. On to the 287-pound safe for Johan Els. Impressive from the man from South Africa. Meantime, the American Litsi's finally on to this 287-pound safe, and Els comes over to help him out.
You can tell Litsi's just isn't himself. 287-pound safe would be nothing for him if he were healthy. But man, you got to take your hat off and really admire the determination by the American.